right? Apparently America has some of the most beautiful landmarks on Earth. So naturally, we react to them, okay? I'm glad you're here. Welcome your faces to another video. This is Top 10 United States Landmarks. Let's get it. What am I doing? Let's just watch the video.
The Las Vegas Strip.
Okay.
From ornate casinos to death-defying live shows, comedy acts to performances by the world's top musicians.
Would you call Las Vegas Strip a landmark? Would you?
The Las Vegas Strip symbolizes the glitz and glamour of the American dream. Welcome to fabulous Las Vegas, the famous sign declares, inviting guests to enjoy all it has to offer.
I'm going here in 5 weeks.
The Vegas Strip is also appropriately named. Topless showgirls debuted there in the late 50s and still perform today. Number 9. The Hollywood Sign. Emblematic of Hollywood's golden age, this U.S. landmark has been imitated the world over. Located in LA's Hollywood Hills, the sign debuted in 1923 as an advertisement for the upscale Hollywood Land housing development.
Wait, what? This used to say Hollywood Land. I don't know why I find that insane. I have no idea why. I did not know that.
But it quickly became an icon.
It replaced a painted board overlooking the village
It did?
that stood until the lots under it were sold.
After the removal of the last 4 letters in 1949, the sign required constant repairs until it was completely rebuilt in 1978. Number 8. The USS Arizona Memorial.
What's
Drawing
this?
over 1 million tourists each year,
Is this
the
Pearl
submerged
Harbor?
USS Arizona remains a reminder of the December 7th, 1941 attack on Pearl Harbor.
It was kind of more like sadness but honor for the people who lost their lives.
From a floating bridge, visitors to the Hawaiian Monument can view the ship's remains, which...
Do you ever think about stuff like this? Whenever you see like old landmarks, especially something that used to be used as a vehicle for whatever it was used for, that people used to walk around and sit at and use and work on. I find it insane. I find it scary. I find it interesting. I love it. I always think about the Titanic, you know, when I watch videos about the remains of the Titanic, and you can still see like the tables and where the cutlery is sat on the tables and where the tables were in the big dinner halls, and it's just like, oh my god, like people were there a long time ago. And now it's sitting at the bottom of the ocean, just fucking rotting away. Like seeing this same type of vibe, it's crazy to me.
Still,
it's
crazy. To
crazy.
this day. The memorial pays tribute to the first of thousands of Americans who lost their lives during World War II. Number 7, the Grand Canyon. Holy shit. Deemed one of the 7 natural wonders of the world, Arizona's Grand Canyon is a truly majestic sight.
Look at that fucking thing, man.
7 miles long, a mile deep, and at times 18 miles wide. It's among the world's largest landmarks. And with its array of colors, natural structures, flora, and fauna, it's considered among the most beautiful.
I feel like going to see the Grand Canyon would be one of those things where whenever you look at it, you just say, fuck. You know what I mean? Like when you just kind of take it all in, it's just no pictures or videos could ever put it into could ever do the size of it justice, right? It's one of those things that you have to see for yourself to really understand the size of it.
The canyon is also populated by several Native American tribes, making it an important part of American culture. Number 6, the Hoover Dam.
There's tribes?
At the time, this gargantuan structure was considered one of the world's greatest engineering feats. Today, the 726-foot-high, quarter-mile-long dam is no less impressive. Spanning the Colorado River between Arizona and Nevada, it was conceived as a way to provide power and water to dry regions in America's West.
How the hell do you even start building something like this? Like, look at this. Like, look at this architecture. Like, how the hell do you even build something like this, man? That is, where do you start? Probably at the bottom. But, like, because it's blocking off a river, like, how? Do you think they had to block the river with a temporary wall or something first?
The concrete arch gravity structure is open to the public and draws millions of visitors each year.
I love to go and see that.
Mount Rushmore. South Dakota's Black Hills are home to 4 of America's most iconic presidents. the 60-foot tall faces of George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, Abraham Lincoln, and Teddy Roosevelt.
Wait a minute. Is this where this is? I did not know this is where this was.
60-foot.
I always thought this was like near a city or something. This is really just out there in the middle of nowhere. Can you imagine a visitor? I know if a visitor was going there, they'd probably know about this. But imagine you go to like where this is, right? And there's a bar near a pub. You go in, you know, a couple of bevies, boom, 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 boom. You leave. You're walking down the road, you know, drunk as shit. And you just, you know, you scan up and look at the mountain and there's fucking 4 faces on it. I always scare the shit out of me, man.
To 4 of America's most iconic presidents. The 60-foot tall faces of George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, Abraham Lincoln, and Teddy Roosevelt are carved into Mount Rushmore.
A carving of surprising delicacy, fashioned with jackhammers and dynamite.
Although the project exhausted its funding
what are those overlays or voiceovers?
More than 450,000 tons of rock were removed to create their likenesses. It's a massive monument for passionate patriots across America to enjoy.
That's actually insane. Looking, holy shit.
Independence Hall. It's the birthplace of American freedom, Philadelphia's Independence Hall.
I'm going to be completely honest. I probably would have put Mount Rushmore. I don't know what these are going to be, but I probably would have put Mount Rushmore first. No, I feel like it has the most meaning. No?
56 men
Maybe
put
not.
their lives and reputations on the line to defy the King of England and declare America's independence. The hall remains arranged and decorated as it was during the Constitutional Convention. Both the Declaration and the Constitution were signed in Independence Hall, whose famous bell tower once housed another of America's national symbols, the Liberty Bell. Number 3, the Golden Gate Bridge. This project realized a century-old dream to span the 3-mile-long Golden Gate Strait, the entrance to San Francisco Bay from the Pacific. Built between 1933 and 37, the stunning bridge was painted orange vermilion to blend with the warm landscape and to contrast the blue waters below.
That's beautiful, man.
Billions of cars have crossed it, and millions more admire its contribution to the San Francisco skyscape. Number 2, the Statue of Liberty.
There she is.
Since 1886, Lady Liberty has greeted immigrants and travelers to New York City, standing tall in times of prosperity and tragedy. The Statue of Liberty is more than a landmark. She represents a nation's hopes and dreams. Broken shackles at her feet symbolize freedom from oppression, and her tablet marks the birth of American independence. If there's one monument that encapsulates the American dream, it's the nation's 305-foot-tall torchbearer.
Can you go inside this? I'm going to assume there's probably like a ladder up inside her arm to get up there, right? Can you walk up into her neck? Or nah?
Number 1, the National Mall. Our number 1 U.S. landmark houses the Washington Monument, the Lincoln Memorial, the Capitol Building, World War II and Vietnam memorials, and more. Such iconic features pepper the mall, the stage for important events like the anti-Vietnam War rally.
Estimated at about 50,000 persons, was a loose confederation of some 150 groups and included adults, students, even children.
Martin Luther King Jr.'s I Have a Dream speech.
I have a
dream that my 4 little children will one day live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character.
And presidential inaugurations.
Ask not what America will do for you, but what together we can do for the freedom of man.
It's been called America's Front Yard, a place for gathering, remembering, and looking forward to the next chapter.
This has been cool, man. This is a good video. I hope you guys appreciate where you live. I do. You know, I feel like I have an opinion, and I'm going to throw it out there and throw it right back if I'm wrong, right? But how can I word this so you don't take offense? So I'm just going to say it. We're friends now, so I'm just going to say it, all right? I feel like there's more space for a lot of Americans to appreciate where they're from more. There's more space in their heart to love where they're from more, in my opinion. And I think you'd only notice that and realize how much you love and appreciate where you're from if you came to like Ireland, UK, or somewhere around Europe. I think if you spent a year over here, you'd really appreciate America. I think so, man. You guys live in a beautiful place. I know it's not perfect, nowhere is, but fuck me. You guys live in a beautiful place. So appreciate it! Thank you for watching.